Chris, if you can just take us through the process of signing Ethan Salas. First of all, when did he first come on your radar, and how long have you been following him?
Yeah, I'd say on our radar, his older brother, Jose Jr., in the Marlins organization, Double A, was just finished up in the Fall League. We were close to signing Jose Jr., I think. We had a lot of negotiations with him, ultimately led to the Marlins. But during that process, you go watch Jose Jr., you see Andrew, you see Ethan kind of on the separate side of the field doing their training. So you knew kind of going into scouting Jose Jr., there's going to be a lineage of players coming from this family.
So already had the impressive the bloodlines, and you have the resume and the family. But so he's like 13 years old when you first saw him on a different field?
Yeah, exactly.
And how much has he evolved since then to what he is right now?
He's evolved a ton. He's grown 3-4 inches since then. He's weighing, he's probably 6'2", 185 right now, and there's more coming.
Can you give us your own Chris Kemp scouting report on him at this state at 16?
Yeah, it's a future plus bat. It's a plus arm. I think overall defender could be in that 70 grade world, and the leadership makeup skills is top of the charts for us as an 80 grade type of leader.
I don't know, we get a chance to interview many 16-year-olds. What stood out to you just about his his maturity and his makeup?
Probably the same thing you just saw. For him to handle this type of setting and act like a veteran. We've been seeing that since he was a young kid.
You first saw him a few years ago. What's the first thing that stood out on the baseball field?
His left-handed swing. It's a pure swing, and then you know where he came from, and the family, the training, the bloodlines, and just the type of swing that we saw. It was very unique, very different.
What do you feel like the Padres did well in this process to recruit Ethan? Because I'm sure there was a lot of interest from other teams.
Well, the whole league was in there, but I think you kind of go to our care factor, AJ's history in that market, my history in that market. As a group, we're able to develop guys and have success, and I think the family saw that. Yeah, I think kind of next checkpoint, we've got 3 camps going on here soon. We've got our DR camp, we've got an AZ camp, we'll have a camp here in SD. I think me and AJ and Josh will sit down and decide where Ethan goes next, but he'll be active real soon.
On the defensive side of things, as a catcher, he's spoken about what he likes behind the plate, being a leader, with the pitching staff. The defensive side, as a catcher, what did you like?
I love the arm. The release is kind of like a Tom Brady type of just that quick, short release, and it's accurate. And the way he sits, you watch their drills, Jose Sr., the type of flexibility drills that they do, and how soft his hands are. It's really the complete package as a catcher for us.
Like this at 16 or as advanced teams?
None. I've been in the international market. This is my 9th year, my 13th year as a scout. I've never seen a catcher like this. From the mindset, the body, the bloodlines, the swing. I played with Brian McCann at a young age for the Braves back in the day, and that's about the closest thing that I could compare it to personally.
Catcher development makes you tricky, right? Even for a guy who visit him. What do you envision?
Man, for us, I don't feel tricky at all. Brian Watley, Riley Westman, they're going to be in control of our catching program in the minor leagues, and knowing what they're about, knowing how many reps and how much video and just the internal breakdown that Watley is going to go in with Ethan, I feel very confident.
You see him starting in the AZL possibly?
I think that's a good bet, but I don't want to put a limit on this. I think let's get to the next camp, and I don't want to put a limit on Ethan Salas. Let's see where his game goes, and he'll tell us. No, I think when you're an international scouting director, you got to have your pulse on the world, and you don't know where these players are going to pop up. And I trust our staff to have their ear to the ground, and when something's going on, we'll be ready to evaluate.
Awesome. No, he's 6'2" right now, right? He's only 16. He's not doing.
Yeah, he's 6'2", 185 in the medical check-in today.
What was he at when you first saw him?
I don't know. He was when I was watching Jose Jr. And seeing Ethan for the first time, I don't know. He's probably 5'9".
Do we expect him to get any taller now?
Yeah, doctor said we could expect another inch or two, so we could be
'cause he's only
6'4",
16.
210 in a few years. Yeah.